You want to know what the difference between a friend and a fan is? Friends are disappointed in you. Fans are entertained by you. They're entertained by your drama, your mistakes, your lessons. They're entertained by those things. You will never see who you are making a fan a friend. A fan sits in adoration of you. They adore you. They feel like you have something so special and unique that is obtainable to them. But it's very dangerous to put a fan in a friend place, because a fan, you're not going to see yourself reflected in them. A friend is going to be disappointed in your behavior and your character, and they're going to show that so that you can see the depths of who you are. And some people get upset because they want to sit and they want to keep you in a fan position. They want you to be in that position, and sometimes people don't. Sometimes people want a friend and not a fan, because when you have a friend, you're able to get out of a performance mode. And let me just say this. When I say fan, I know people just think of, oh, a celebrity, or maybe thinking, oh, you think you're a celebrity or something like that. And it's like, no, you don't even have to be on that level. You don't, because some people just make that of you in your life, like at work, at church, in your family. They just find things about you that they feel like they don't have, and they sit in adoration of it. And you just have to be very careful, because it feels good to be acknowledged about the things that you do. It feels very good, but then you have to be careful. You have to have balance, because it can become very dangerous. Years and years ago, before I realized the gravity of my words, I remember that I always used to tell this young man, I'm not going to be a part of your fan club. Because that even happens in relationships where, people can be so used to being adored and treated in this delicate manner, and not really being told the truth or showed the truth of who they are. And so, that happens to me sometimes when it's men that are like, I'm going to just keep it really in the community. To me, it seems to happen to like people that are men that are good in sports, the quarterbacks, and that are like highlighted. They may play basketball, or men that are musicians, men that are politicians, men that may have titles in the church. It's very easy because their gifts and their talents really shine through. And don't worry, I'm going to get to the women, so settle down. But, I remember just saying that because I really felt that way. I could see where, men would want a herd or a flock of women to basically do their bidding. Men in the church and politicians and stuff, they want you to do their work for them. They want you, if you're good at certain things, and then they see that you like them or that you admire them and things like that, they feel like they can organize women to do and be certain things in their life, and not really see them as people, and not really be able to assess where they should go in their life, and then vice versa. You know, what it looks like for me for women is women like to be praised and admired for physical things. And so when you have men in your life that make you feel good, that, really see you, then, that feels good. It feels good to be admired for certain things. And so you can get in a state of liking that, and just wanting to surround yourself with that. And honestly, how I've come to certain truths about it has been through friendships, because I recognize that I've had a lot of different women around me. Excuse me if I'm out of breath. I'm walking this morning. So I gotta breathe a little bit, y'all. Whew, my lamb. It's hot out here, down here in South Florida. I'm out early, but whew. But anyway, through my friendships, I've been able to really see that, because there are certain women that are my peers, and I've just seen so much growth in my life around them, because I'm allowed to be myself, and they really see me for who I am, and I'm not cornered or forced to be in a certain light around them. Because for me, what it looked like with friends is, especially when you do things and you're maybe out sort of in the public light, so when you're in the public light, you do have to dress and look and all this stuff a certain type of way. That shit get exhausting. That shit get real exhausting. So sometimes when people see me looking regular, they be like, Candace, what's wrong with your hair? Candace, why? And it's like, bitch, I'm home. Bitch, I'm in my front yard. Bitch, I'm at Walmart. Like, shut up. I'm I'm fine. I am fine. They were just really like, they used to really bother me, because meanwhile, you look like you just been drugged through the drain. I've seen you when you've just been horrible looking, and I didn't never be like making you feel like you had to live up to something. And that's just one example, that's just one example. And in relationships, I feel like, as soon as you try to be vulnerable, it's looked at as, maybe you've been lying to them and not being honest and showing them the real you, because certain people just don't understand. They don't understand when you have to show up in life a certain way or whatever, based off of who you are and who you've been called to be. And so, it could be a lot of confusion with determining where to put people in your life. But, I'm glad for my experiences, because it definitely has taught me to look at things in a way that's allowed me to have healthier relationships and know where to put people in my life or how to address them, and how to say, okay, well, this person refuses to see me, because at times I've even tried in relationships to be very vulnerable. And that means showing the ugly side of me. And they were just so absolutely offended. And it's like, okay, meanwhile, you just as ugly as you want to be. You just as flawed as you want to be. But you have the audacity to look your nose down at me, And time just reveals all things, because I've been on both sides of the coins. I've been the one looking my nose down, and I've definitely been the one that had someone looking their nose down at me, feeling like, they're better than me and that they have the right to dismiss me. And it's never that. Never on that. Because you dismiss fans. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm never going to be one of them. Respect is a minimum. It's a minimum. It's the bare minimum. And if you can't give that because of your flawed vision of who I am and who you are, that's your problem. And it will continue to stay a problem for you. It won't be a problem for me, because I saw clearly then and I see clearly now. So, that's basically how that go. Peace.